But I want to interview some people about what do they think of what is going on in Jamaica. Come here a minute for me. You know, your views on the whole protest here this afternoon in front of the American embassy. You're from the Jamaican embassy rather. You're from Up Jamaica, a political movement in Jamaica. Why did you come out here?
I come out here because Jamaica has too much corruption. The crime is bad, everything is bad. The healthcare system needs to change, and we need to change it now. Corruption needs to change, and we need to change it now. Crime needs to change, we need to change it now. Running water we need to change that now. The road needs to get fixed, we need to change that now. If the Chinese are getting incentives to come to Jamaica to invest, say it's 5%, Jamaicans should get 10%. I'm not against giving incentives, but we have to give it to Jamaican people too. Jamaican people are suffering under this administration. I don't care which administration. As a matter of fact, they give them over 200% increase, and they give the civil servant 20% increase. Let's flip it. Let's give them 20% and give the civil servant 200%. Let's take care of Jamaica because they're self-serving. They're supposed to serve the people, and they're only serving themselves. And we need to promote Jamaica, and that's why I'm here, to promote Jamaica.
Yes, sir. We are live on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel, and we're streaming to many platforms around the world. As I always say, we're listening, watching from around the world, the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. What would you say to the Jamaican people who are watching us now?
Jamaican people need to, first and foremost, have national unity. Study the Constitution. Because if they taught the Constitution in schools, a lot of the students will understand what's going on. Because here's the thing. The Governor General who represents the monarchy is appointing the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition. And even though they said it's the GLP that increased the government pay, the PMP was in league with it because they voted for it and they both benefit from it. They're doing nothing for the people. We need to stand together in national unity. We need to have, we need to control our own destiny. We need to be self-reliant, and we need that. Them bringing in people that we can't compete with. We need a level playing field in Jamaica to benefit Jamaicans.
I want to say thank you very much, but before you go, if the Up Jamaica movement should become government of Jamaica, say you put up all 62 persons who are 62 candidates, what would you do to assist the people of Jamaica if you become government?
A lot of things that people don't understand. We have formed an alliance. It's called the Jamaica Unity Alliance. It involves the Jamaica Patriotic Movement, the Marcus Garvey Movement, Up Jamaica, Tancor, and we're pulling our resources together to show at this level. So moving forward, we can get Jamaica on a national level, having unity, to understand what's out there for them, to teach our students, our young people, because it's going to benefit them. The young people who's going to be benefited from this should understand what's going on. And we need to educate them. I need to push them forward. The Jamaica Unity Alliance will be having a meeting sometime in August. We're going to bring Jamaicans together. And we're going to educate Jamaicans to come forward to unite and get rid of the colonial parties because they have no good thing for Jamaica. They don't mean well. They're self-serving and they're deep in their own pockets instead of helping Jamaican people to flourish.
You know something? The crowd that is out here right now, have you ever seen the level of crowd apart from New York City and Florida? Right here in Washington, D.C., in front of the Jamaican embassy. Is it sending a message to the Jamaican government?
Look, understand this. The reason why the Jamaica government pay these for the year to demonstrate or to counter demonstrate is because we are making an impact. And they're feeling the pressure and the heat because we're making an impact. You see, the diaspora, if we get an opportunity to vote, even that's what we're calling for, to allow for people to vote, look, we'll make a change in Jamaica. We'll dent the system, we'll change the system, and we'll enable and uplift Jamaicans who are poor, who are disenfranchised. And that's what we want to do, to empower the Jamaican people.
What would you say to the Prime Minister of Jamaica right now and the Jamaican Embassy to Washington, D.C.?
I'll tell the Jamaican Prime Minister, look, we went to the same school. I was ahead of him in St. Catherine High School. I don't know him personally, but I know we went to the same school. But the Prime Minister needs to understand that the people are tired, and they're tired of being tired. You can't have these scandals with SSL. You take your money out before other investors take their money out. Ask Hussein Bolt. Is that brand Jamaica? That's not brand Jamaica. That's ripping off Jamaica. So you need to come and you need to sign that declaration with the IC, right? You need to put it out there. You need to list the illicit six. We want integrity, right? We want accountability, and we want transparency. That's what we need in government in Jamaica to change the whole system. And we need to change our constitution totally. Get rid of the Westminster model. Get rid of it. And make the constitution for Jamaicans. That's what we want.
I want to tell you thanks for coming on to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Up Jamaica, moving of the people. Thank you so much for coming on, sir.
Forward to the people. Thank you. All right.
For all those...
You are welcome back. So in this video, Jamaicans in the diaspora organized themselves together in order to stage a protest against the government of Jamaica for some things that are not going well in the country of Jamaica. And I think if these diasporans put themselves together, this will be a right time for Jamaica to develop. This will be a right time for Jamaica to be on track, because these politicians just do things anyhow they want and do not take into consideration what the effects will be on the ordinary Jamaicans. And I think the Jamaicans in the diaspora has a strong voice which will call the government into the right direction or on the right path. So this interview was granted by one of the activists who went for these protests in Washington, D.C. And these are some of the things that he put across. And I think these are worth discussing in the sense that the ordinary Jamaican's life is not valued by the average politician in Jamaica. And some of these things that he mentioned in this video are very valid points. Now, there are a lot of Jamaicans in the diaspora, and I can say the majority of them are people who are very well educated. They are people who really have some financial backing since they have worked in the diaspora. So if these people put themselves together, I can tell you that the government will change some of its decisions and look in the right direction to improve the livelihood of the people of Jamaica. Now, these are some of the things that he stated or hinted in the video. First of all, he spoke about corruption. Now, there has been high rate of corruption in the Jamaican government. Wherever you go on the internet, and most especially on social media, Jamaican government is said to be corrupt. Now, there is a news article which even reviews the illicit six, which is parliamentarians from Jamaica who have misconducted themselves, and they are under investigation by the IC, that is the Integrity Commission of Jamaica. Now, the names of these people were requested to be put out, but the government insisted that their names should never be put out because a lot of power has been vested in the Prime Minister. So whatever he says is what these institutions take into consideration. So there are lots of issues of corruption in the government which needs to be dealt with. Otherwise, development cannot move on smoothly. Also, there is high rate of crime in the country of Jamaica, just as he hinted over there. And I think the country needs to invest more in security so that some of these petty crimes do not happen. Because Jamaica's population is not so huge. They number about 3 million people. So I think securing 3 million people should not be so much difficult than if you have a population that were to be very large. So the country needs to look at crime and security of the people of Jamaica. He also hinted on the healthcare system in Jamaica, that some hospitals are not well resourced. I once watched a video of this hospital known as the St. Margaret's Hospital or Princess Margaret Hospital. They had to stage a demonstration before just some basic things that are needed were even provided for them. So the healthcare system in Jamaica is not the best, and the government need to do a lot to help the healthcare system in Jamaica, in the sense that the ordinary Jamaican who may be suffering any health condition will not have the resources or the money to travel out of Jamaica in order to seek better health care. But if a politician is not feeling well, majority of them fly out of the country, go to these developed countries in order to seek better health care. Meanwhile, the ordinary Jamaican can never be given such priorities. So the government needs to look at the healthcare system and then provide a lot of resources to get them well equipped and well resourced, so that the healthcare system will be very good for the ordinary Jamaican. Also, social amenities such as water, electricity should also be made accessible. He also hinted that there are some places that are having problems with water. So the government also need to look at this as well. Then he also hinted on incentives, and this is a point that I want to dwell on. Now, the government of Jamaica has given opportunity for foreign nationals to come into the country so that they will be able to do business in the country and create job opportunity for the locals in Jamaica. That is the intention. Now, when these people are being enticed to come to Jamaica, they are given higher incentives. They are given some tax holidays. Sometimes I think 5 years tax holidays. They don't pay any tax and all this, so that jobs can be created in the country of Jamaica. But for the ordinary Jamaican who also wants to open a business, these incentives are not given to the ordinary Jamaican. Look at the irony in this. If I am a Jamaican and I want to open jobs for the people of Jamaica to benefit from, I am not given any incentive. But if a Chinese, a Spanish, someone from outside is coming to create jobs in Jamaica, that person is given incentive. This should not be so. This will not even help the ordinary Jamaican to be able to compete with the foreign companies that are coming in. So I think there should be this level playing ground, just as hinted in this video. And to the politician, now when they wanted to increase the salaries or remuneration of the politician, it was increased to about 200% for the politicians. Meanwhile, the civil servants, the average worker in Jamaica, had only about 20%. And this is not fair at all. Politicians just take the citizenry for nothing, and they don't even care about the citizens. Why would you increase your salary as a politician by 200%? And that's of the civil servant only 20%. If it is 20%, it should be 20% across board. If you are doing it 200% across board, you shouldn't give yourself 10 times more than what the average Jamaican will get. This goes to show the level of greediness that these politicians are. They are very greedy. They think of only themselves and what they will get alone, and not what the citizen or the people will get. When they are put in this place of influence, power, they only think about themselves. Now, also, the youth were encouraged in this video to learn the Constitution very well. College students, high school students were all encouraged to learn the Constitution very, very well, because that is the governing power of the people of Jamaica. Now, if you don't know your constitution, people will just run over you because you don't know what your rights and your privileges are. But if you have studied the constitution very well and you know what exactly is required of you and required of the government, you will call the government to order whenever things are not going right. Now, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. First, share this video and then also subscribe to the channel. Locate the subscribe button down here. Click on the subscribe button. Click as well on the notification bell. And I'd like to see you again in my next video.